OPARTS, or out-of-place artifacts, are items that have been found that do not fit with recorded history. People have found everything from ancient technology to materials encased or fossilized in stone. These items are often disputed, and finding why and how they exist is sometimes next to impossible. I have shown you the Dropa stone discs and the mysterious spheres found at Klerksdorp, and most recently the Granby stone. When researching these objects, I found many more mysterious stones, and in this video I will document 3 more. So let's take a look. Welcome to IF, videos on cryptozoology, the paranormal and ufology. Hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a video again. First up is a blackish brown oval shaped egg-like stone which was discovered back in 1872. This odd artifact was found near Lake Winnipesaukee in New England. The stone is decorated with a variety of odd carvings. These images show a strange, almost alien face, an ear of corn, and circles which could be described as star-like. Maybe they are constellations. There have been a large number of carved stones, especially out of South America, that depict alien races and maps of the stars. Could this stone idol be the same, or at least similar, and show whomever carved the stones in the south of the continent also traveled to the north and possibly around the world? This carved stone artifact was gifted to the Museum of New Hampshire History in 1927. It can still be viewed today as it is proudly displayed by the museum, something which is not usually the case with out-of-place artifacts. This museum must have a theory as to what the stone is and what the purpose could be. There are a few historians that say the stone is a commemoration piece, marking a peace treaty agreement between 2 native tribes. This, however, could be wrong. More than the beautiful pictures carved into the stone face, there are also 2 mysterious holes that were drilled into the 2 ends of the stone. According to Richard Boisvert, a state archaeologist, these holes are impressively regular, thus hinting at the utilization of power tools rather than the rudimentary boring techniques used by Native Americans. Advanced stoneworking skills have been seen everywhere from the pyramids of Egypt to the ancient sites of South America. There are many experts on this, and it is a field of study that's continually developing. Yet many of the properties displayed on the stones found at these locations have yet to be explained. The archaeologist added that there was every chance that these smooth holes were made during later part of the 19th century, which would entail tampering of the artifact. The stone itself was presumably carved from quartzite, which is a derivative of sandstone or melanite. This bringing us to another stone crafted from melanite, the Roswell stone. The Roswell stone, or Roswell rock, is a strange little stone discovered near the location of the famous alleged UFO crash. On the surface of the stone is a strange carving that mysteriously comes very close to matching a crop circle found in England in 1996. It also displays some very bizarre magnetic properties. For decades since the stone was first found, people have been trying to answer the questions: is this an alien artifact, or is it a hoax? The story of the rock begins in September of 2004 with Robert Ridge, a hunter who made claim to have discovered the rock partially hidden in the dirt near the alleged UFO crash site. His description of near is a bit of a stretch, with near being miles away but still in the area that is technically close enough to be categorized as being in Roswell. After finding the rock, it was then shown online. A number of pictures of the carving and a video of the rock spinning oddly when a magnet was brought close. This is when the link to the English crop circle is made. The rock's carving and the crop circle that appeared in Liddington Castle, Cheselden, Swindon, England on August 2nd, 1996, being almost identical. This helped propel the stone into the public eye as people tried to solve this mystery coincidence. The Roswell stone then came to the attention of stone carvers, sandblasters, and polishers who attempted to duplicate the looks of the rock, with some having some good results. and successfully replicating the carved symbol. This is when those that are skeptical of the stone's alien origin point to the idea that both the stone and the crop circle are man-made, and that the magnetic properties suggested the original rock was a lodestone, the original natural magnet used in early compasses, or a ferrous rock, or some other earth rock with magnetic properties. Another nail in the coffin for the stone was that at the Roswell Alien Encounter Festival 1998, a vendor was selling rocks with crop circle designs on them. These were said to be strikingly similar to what is seen on the Roswell rock. This building evidence that the rock is nothing more than a souvenir, but there are still those that believe the Roswell rock is an extraterrestrial object and that it came from another planet. So how about another rock that we are 100% sure came from the stars? A meteorite found in Sri Lanka, but what makes this so special is that it may contain interstellar fossils. Fossils that would prove the existence of extraterrestrial life once and for all. Researchers who analyzed the remains of the meteorite which fell in Sri Lanka found that the space rock was something more than just pieces of mineral that had traveled the stars. It was an alien artifact in the most literal sense, an artifact made of actual aliens. Two separate studies have found that the meteorite contains fossils and algae that are clearly extraterrestrial in origin. Professor Chandra Wickramasinghe, the leading researcher on the first study, says the fossils provide compelling evidence of panspermia, the hypothesis that life exists throughout the universe and is spread by meteorites and other solid space debris. However, he is not without his critics. Wickramasinghe just happens to be a noted panspermia enthusiast with a tendency to claim that almost everything is of extraterrestrial origin. What's more, the traces of life the meteorite contains are actually freshwater species commonly found on Earth, which seems to indicate that the object has been contaminated during its time on our planet. So have we come full circle? Rocks said to be carved by aliens, giving way to rocks carved by men, which are said to be alien, to rocks that fell from the heavens and are possibly aliens. Let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, if you like what I do here on the channel, hit that red button, like and share. If you'd like to help me out and support the channel, there are links available in the video description. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.